Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today I'm going to be teaching you guys the best side hustles for 2023. Now, I'm going to be touching on three of them, three of the very best side hustles for 2023. Now, when you talk about side hustles, you want to look for things that involve high paying skills. You don't want to look for side hustles that involve, they tell you high paying jobs. Go here and you're going to be paid for doing this job, or go there and you're going to be paid for doing that job. A lot of times, those kinds of side hustles, they tend to be scams, or they make you jump through so many hoops, and at the end of the day it's not worth it. You want to focus on high income skills, and the thing is, almost anybody can learn these skills. What you just have to do is put time into it. Now, I often see a lot of people, a lot of my mentees, and they tell me, like people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they have a better advantage over them because they're smarter. But the truth is, you watching this, you are about as knowledgeable as Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk has a slightly higher than usual IQ, but Jeff Bezos and a lot of other people who are billionaires today, they just have, on the average, just either average or above average IQ. The only difference between you and them is what you chase, what you pursue, what you try to get as knowledge. I'll give you an example. A lot of you might say, okay, I don't have enough knowledge. I don't have as much knowledge as Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates. But if I ask you guys maybe about football, you guys can talk on and on, but very minute details, talk about the European Premiership League, talk about, sorry, the English Premiership League, you talk about the players, how many goals they scored, talk about, just very minute items, trivia about the players. You're knowledgeable. But the thing is, you're pursuing the kind of knowledge that stimulates your senses. You're not pursuing knowledge that stimulates your productivity. And that's why, let's face it, that's why you're broke. So you've got to pursue high income skills. And then if you have to pay some money to learn those skills, so be it. A lot of you can go to maybe a club and spend $50 having a good time. But then you're not wanting to spend $25 to learn a high income skill. And then maybe you're given an opportunity to learn a high income skill, and then you say it's scam, it's a scam. No, no, no. You see, your output is determined by your input. I'm going to say that one more time. Your output is determined by your input. Just like what you eat determines what you go and pass out at the toilet. So I'm going to start now. The very, very first side hustle, which I believe is the best side hustle, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because of its ability to make you wealthy, is flipping bargain items. Flipping bargain items. That's how Gary Vee, that's how he started off, and today Gary Vee is a billionaire. So Gary Vee started out flipping bargain items. And how do you do that? A lot of my subscribers are in Africa, and something like a quarter of them are in Thailand, Cambodia, Nepal, Bangladesh, India. So you guys, you have a unique opportunity in those places in Africa, and then in East Asia, Southeast Asia. You got a unique opportunity. A lot of times, people can't just go to premium outlets and to buy Balenciaga, Prada, to buy Calvin Klein, DKNY, Hugo Boss, any kind of designer stores. So they are at the mercy of boutiques in those countries. So you go to Kampala, Uganda, you see boutiques there, but you don't see premium outlets. You go to Dar in Tanzania, the same thing. You see, boutiques, people selling individual boutiques. Maybe they've traveled to London, traveled to Dubai, they've traveled to New York, and they've come back, and then they're selling these items, and they sell them at heavily inflated prices. Now that's where you come in. Every end of season, all of these premium stores, these designer stores, they do sales. They want to shift out their inventory and getting new inventory. Or you don't even have to wait for the end of the season. You can just go to TK Maxx, and then you can buy stuff. You can buy stuff on TK Maxx, online, and have them ship them. So maybe you have a friend in London, you have a friend in Paris, you have a friend in somewhere in Canada, or somewhere in the United States, or maybe in Dubai, or even South Africa. What you can do, you can go to all of these stores, or you can go to a discount store and then buy a lot of goods, buy them, and then have them ship them to your friend. And then, what they have, I know that they have them in America, they have them in England, because I maintain residencies in England and America, and I know they also have them in France and Canada. They've got, people who can ship stuff to you in Africa and Southeast Asia at a very, very cheap price, very inexpensive price. Even in England, in England, the post office, just the regular post office, they can actually shift items for you, because I've actually shipped items to Africa with the post office. Same in the United States. In the United States, it takes a little longer, but so that's the cheapest you're going to be having. The very, very cheapest. But if you don't want to go that route, there are other people, there are other alternatives that you can use. I'm not talking about DHL or UPS. I'm talking about people who provide these kinds of services. So what you do, you ship them, from wherever you bought them to your home country, and then you begin to flip them. You begin to sell to people. You can sell online, you can sell by word of mouth, you can sell on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, advertise, or you can have a shop. And then, so maybe you bought an item for $5, and then ultimately, maybe people in your country are selling it at the boutique for about $120. You can sell at maybe $75, and right there, you're making about 1,500% profit. So it's a lot of money to be made, and if you do this consistently over maybe a 2-year period, you're going to shift, you're going to jump into the next income, but not even the next income bracket. You're going to jump into the next 2 or 3 or 4 income brackets. Now that's the very first one. Like I said, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's a very good way to make money because I've seen it myself. Now the second way to make money is similar to the first one. Now what you're doing is that you're offering a mobile. Now listen to this one, a mobile, not a regular, but you're offering a mobile travel agency. So you see, in a lot of these countries, Southeast Asia, not as much in Southeast Asia, but definitely in Africa, in Ghana, I know, in Nigeria, in Uganda, definitely in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, Zimbabwe. I've been to these countries. There's no part of Africa I haven't been to. So people have challenges because in those countries they don't have as many travel agencies as you have in developed countries or in Southeast Asia. So if you want to buy a ticket, you're left at the mercy of going directly to British Airways or to KLM or to Lufthansa or to Emirates. You don't have the opportunity of going to discount travel agencies. And then a lot of time when you have people like Expedia, Kayak, travel discount travel agency or discount online travel site, they don't accept credit cards or debit cards from these countries because of issues with their central banks. Now that's where you come in. So what you do is that you have maybe a credit card or a debit card that is domiciled from a bank in the United States, United Kingdom, European Union, Canada, Mexico. Or what you can do is like maybe you have a PayPal account. And so what you do is that you begin to offer inexpensive tickets to people in your country. Inexpensive tickets. So maybe British Airways is charging like maybe $1,500 from maybe Uganda or Kampala to London. And you go on Expedia, you can get that ticket for about $600. And it's still British Airways. But you know how Expedia works. They buy discounted tickets already. So then you offer those tickets to people in your country because I'm telling you, the vast majority of people in your country will not be able to go to British Airways and afford 1,500 and still will not have the wherewithal to go on Expedia or Kayak or any number of discount travel sites to buy this ticket. So you are the middleman and you offer it to them at a premium. You make your money. Now, the third one. Now, for this one, maybe I would say this one because it involves a lot more capital. So I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now, the last one is this. You become a share and crypto night trader. A share and a crypto night trader. Now, you're going to ask me, why a night trader? Why not a day trader? Because it's a side hustle. What does a side hustle mean? A side hustle means that you have your main job or your main business. So you don't want to be doing a side hustle at the time when you're going to be doing your main job. So most likely you're going to be having a job to do during the daytime, or you're going to have a business that you're running in the daytime. So you come home rather than sit down and then become fat watching television. What you do is that you focus on your side hustle. And how do you do it? I mean, I'm sure if you recall, some of you watched me 3 weeks ago when I told you buy Meta stock because I believe Meta is going to go up. And then what happened? A week ago, Meta went up by about 28%. I put in $100,000. I made about $25,000 because I got out when it was 25% higher, but then it went up to 28% higher. So that's the thing. How do I get this knowledge? I index. I don't have a prophecy. I don't have a spirit telling me. I don't have insider trading, but I index. So when you index shares and you index cryptocurrency, and then you maybe subscribe to things like CoinMarketCap, you subscribe to the S&P 500, not the index itself, but their newsletter, you read, the Financial Times, you read Inc., you read Business Insider, you're able to make an informed decision or to know which stocks are likely to go up, which stocks are likely to go down, which crypto are likely to go up. Remember, I told you guys about Aptos. I was right. Aptos went up, and then a lot of people made a lot of money. It's something that you can do. If you don't know how to index cryptocurrency and shares, you can watch my videos on how to do that. I'm going to put them in the comments, rather in the description box of this video. And so you, at night, you can actually now begin to trade. You start very small until you get some confidence, and you're able to get better and better. Once you get better and better, you start doing it maybe a little bit more. Maybe you can start with $100 and then you move on to $500, $5,000, and like that, you begin to make money. Now, that's how you make money in the year 2023. You're focusing on high income skills. You're not looking for high paying jobs. You're not going to find them, because a lot of these jobs that they tell you, high income jobs as a side hustle, they're going to be scams. Now, my name is Ronald Makri. Perhaps you've watched this video and you have questions arising from this video. It might be maybe I talk too fast, or maybe I have a funny accent, a weird accent, or it might be something else. Put your questions in the comment section of this video. My staff are going to bring them to me, and I'll do my best to respond to each and every category. Now, you've got to remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum, a Telegram channel, or a Gmail email address. Scammers have seen that my videos tend to go viral, so they created a number of fake YouTube profiles with my image on it, approaching people in the comment sections of my videos, telling them helpline, guideline, contact me, text Elliot, text this. If you do that, they're going to ask you to pay money, and that's the last you're going to hear from them. And then you start chasing me all over social media. Pastor Reno, you've dipped me. No, I haven't dipped you. I am the Apostle of Prosperity. This is what I'm saying. God bless.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno